Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am excited to be here. I am your host, Tina Boyle White, on the Bridge Broadcast Show. And I want to just, first of all, thank WYTV7 Christian Broadcast Network Incorporated for their affiliation, or allowing me to affiliate with them to be able to bring messages to you. Now, before we go on, we are in season 2. We're in season 3. Oh my God, time is flying. And we are talking about the body, and we're talking about health. And I'm really excited for this season because we're going to learn so much. I'm excited. And this is kind of the bounce off from what I did with the Journey Conference. And we are looking at really helping people to get from where they are to where they want and need to be in life. And today's show is not any different. I am excited to have someone who I've met along my journey. And this has been a year of just really evaluating and being grateful for people who's been in my journey. And Mariah Everts, did I say that right, Mariah?
Everts, yeah.
Mariah Everts. I happened to meet Mariah as I was searching along my journey of just becoming healthy and whole. And I met her at my local grocery store, and she had such a beautiful spirit. You remember me, Mariah?
Yeah, of course.
She had such a beautiful, beautiful spirit. And I just really wanted to connect with her. But then when I found out she had transitioned to her new assignment, I was kind of excited and sad at the same time. So today, audience, I have the pleasure to have Mariah on the show with me today. We're going to talk a little bit about who she is, a little bit about her background in natural health, and kind of where she's going, where she's taking this process around natural health. Welcome, Mariah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited because you're doing something that I wanted to do if I was 20 years younger. I know it's not something that I can't not do, but I'm so excited. And so, Mariah, tell the audience a little bit about who you are and kind of what brought you to this awareness of your health.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, thank you again for having me. And my name is Mariah Everts, and I have always been interested in naturopathic medicine and just natural health in general. It's really started from, I would say, about like high school age, just being in athletics, track and field, and I started running, and I could just see the transformation in my body, my mind, and just my whole spirit, that it just enlivened me, and eating good foods. So it really started from high school and then just continued on through my journey. When I was in my undergrad, I did an internship at Herb Farm, and they're a tincture company out in Williams, Oregon, USA. And that was an incredible experience, learning naturopathic medicine, herbal medicine, botanical medicine, Ayurveda. And then something else I did in my undergrad was I studied abroad in Pune, India, and I was able to study an Ayurvedic doctor when I was there, and that was so eye-opening to see another culture's perspective of health and how they go about healing their body. And really, it is their food is their medicine, the local natural plants. And I was like, this makes so much sense, really holistically, and just taking your life as it comes. So those were huge, major points that led me to where I am today. And one other point that why I'm where I am here is I had a mentor when I was at my first job. Her name is Carrie Phillips, and she started going back to school for naturopathic medicine. And when she told me about naturopathic medicine, healing from the inside out, basically, doing first doing no harm and just practicing the healthy living principles. I just, that was it. I kind of got this message from God saying, Mariah, that's what you need to do, it's the breadcrumb pieces. And so since then, since I was 16, I knew naturopathic medicine, and I knew that that's what I had to do.
Wow, Mariah, that's so exciting. Do you mind me asking how old you are for our audience?
Yeah, I am 24 years old.
Oh my God. So that was only a few short 8 years ago. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? Unbelievable. And it's really exciting to begin to think about it. When we think about the standard American diet, some people call that sad.
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
Yes. And so, but many of us don't know because we watch a lot of things that we see on TV, all the ads, all the promotions, all the non-GMOs, all the fat-free, the sugars, and we think that industry is helping us to be available to better health. And quite honestly, that's not the case. And you said so much. It's like, okay, um, you, gosh, where do I start? Food is medicine, healing from the inside out, healthy living. I don't even know where to begin. Herbalists, plant-based diet, tinctures.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more. Educate us.
Absolutely. So, I really think, and what I've learned, even just starting I'm at my first semester here at the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine here in Toronto, Canada. And this is one of the 7 accredited naturopathic colleges. There's 5 in the States and then 2 in Canada. And it seemed like an awesome school. And just getting started here, I've really come to the awareness that, it's the most simplified version is, focusing on diet and exercise. And that is, truly whatever goes into your body, your cells will literally reform themselves within 7 years. And so whether you do that mentally, and we were just talking, we have a health psychology class as well, and really using your mind and the power of your mind to transform, even past history, genetic DNA, that you can where I feel like it goes into that spiritual aspect too, where you can literally transform your body, your mind, your life into anything that you want it to be. And so, even just, but it really does start with like a physical level of putting nutritious, mainly plant-based diet, and then exercise, like movement, and just treating ourselves, as wholly as possible, that we're a vessel that our beautiful souls get to be inside of, and to just treat ourselves with the most love that we can give that out to others.
Oh my God. Again, you said so many. You got to come back, Mariah. You have to come back because this is so beautiful.
Good.
So, oh my God. Oh gosh, you said health psychology, 7 years. Our cells reproduce. And, it's so funny. Nobody talks about cells. And so I don't know. I haven't had a chance to tell you, since I've seen you, we had such a beautiful encounter. Our spirits just connected. And I don't even know what time frame that was, but in March of this year, I was diagnosed with a triple negative diagnosis in my right breast. And from that point, I just went on a mad surge to just take in everything that I can learn. And I came to understand the power of our cells. That's the first thing. The power to clean out the cells and reproduce the cells, and to know that God, our God, the way He designed our bodies, they're designed to heal themselves. Based on what we put into them. And I was just driving the other day, and I think the onset of what was happening, there was something happening, a decision that I made and some behaviors that I took that impacted my emotions deeply, which impacted me physically. And let me tell you my thinking. Sadness, disappointment, letdowns, anxiety, all that plays a part. And I really believe it plays such a negative part on our body, like you just said, that it drains and it attacks ourselves. And so as I'm putting this all together, we're so integrated, spirit, soul, and body, that it's so dynamic. I can't even put words to an amazing God who's done something like this. And so I get
Amen.
so excited. Tell me some more, Mariah. Tell me some more.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, honestly, with that, I integrate as part of my everyday healing and just keeping myself whole is reading the Bible. For me, that's to be connected spiritually and to pray and be connected to God. And any troubles that I feel like I can't handle myself, just to give them up to Him. Has been so helpful in just everyday process and healing process. So one thing that being here at school, it is a spiritual journey with just individually, and I think throughout our lives, to just have something at a higher level than what is ourselves is so powerful, and that gift of community too. And so like you were saying, that if you're driving along and you kind of get in your own head about your own depressive thoughts or those things, but having community, you kind of in a way sometimes have to put out a front where you're like, I'm okay, I'm not really feeling the greatest, but we have friends to lean on, and then just really how powerful that those interactions are. So one of the best things I could say too is just having good solid community. And whether so to just surround yourself with positive people, like-minded people, health focus, and once you have enough of that within yourself and in your community, draw in other people, just give them little bits and pieces, little breadcrumbs, and just invite them places. Even just let's go to the grocery store together, and just start just meeting people where they're at is very important.
Mariah, it's like you're my sister. You are my sister. We're our father is our Father is God in heaven, and everything you're saying is like you really are speaking to what God gave me. Like I said, I did a journey conference September 13th, and the Lord, He really told me that the journey, it's like a preparation. It's like preparing people for the journey in life to go and fulfill His purpose in the kingdom. So we have to be whole. We have to be healthy. And you said taking care of your body wholly, keeping it holy, because it is your vessel that God wants to use for you to do greater things, like you to be a chiropractor or a doctor of naturopathy. You got to be whole to be able to do that. And so, oh gosh, I get so excited. So many things I said. You said community, and he just downloaded in my spirit that we need to be in a community of faith.
Yes.
With one another.
Yes.
Oh my God. And so when we're going through, we have to be able to, He said, cast all your cares on me. God wants us to cast the cares, but if we don't get that, well, I need a tangible person in that community. You can get that ability to cast those cares, so you're not carrying those things that weigh you down.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And I think about that with some two things with that. One thing that really helped me was I had a life coach actually kind of help me through to support and advocate for me to get here where I am, because I had financial burdens holding me back. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to Benjamin Duveneck for helping me get to where I am, and the power of having people around you, having that community. And then also in that, I also want to give a shout out to my naturopathic doctor here at, well, she's a fourth year student doctor, but Natalie, she's really helped me just to have somebody to talk to with what's going on in your personal health. Having a naturopath, one beautiful thing is that there's somebody just for you with an hour-long appointment, sometimes 2 hours appointments. But that's really, you can dive in as deep as you want to go into your health journey. And then, they have the education and background to help guide you into what you're talking about. And, she's just somebody who I can tell anything going on in my personal life. And really it is all connected because, whatever stressors are going on, that can affect to the physical body, and then can affect your emotions and your friends and social life as well. So just to have somebody to kind of help you navigate those things is super beneficial. So there again, that community that, God gave us, our mentors and our leaders and people that we're supposed to reach out for one another. And just how important that is, that aspect of community.
That is so huge, Mariah. And as you've been talking about that, your journey, when you were here in Milwaukee, in the Pewaukee area, you literally went from working in, how would you describe Good Harvest? Would you describe it as a locally owned? How would you?
Yes, it is locally owned, health food store. And I was a wellness consultant as well as a cashier there, and just connecting with, beautiful people like yourself, interested in their health and wanting to kind of grasp that upper hand. You can buy organic spinach or kale at, Pick and Save or another grocery store, but but having that community within, having a local store, it's that community aspect. It's meeting the people, having the connection of the cashiers, the employees, and the customers. I feel like that's what really makes that atmosphere. People want to go to these beautiful atmospheres and create your life that is so just how you envision it to be. And that's another huge thing, is like having a vision, having a goal for what that all looks like, and like a vision of your health, a vision of your day, a vision for your life.
That is so huge, Mariah. It was beautiful. And then you just left me. I'm like, where's that girl? Where's she? And you see, I chased you down, right?
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
I was like, I need to find, because I didn't remember your name. It was like, there was a beautiful soul. I don't know her name, but she has such a beautiful soul and beautiful spirit. It's like, can you find that person that I saw? And right, it was from that community. And so to know that you are studying naturopath is so interesting, because in this journey, because I want to know how to not be in mainstream. I went down to, there's a school in Illinois, National University. Are you familiar with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to their day, and I wanted to, and when I said that, if I really wanted to do that, I can do it. I can do whatever I can do. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I can stand on the word and stand and have whatever I desire. But it was such a powerful day. And to know that you are in this journey, what does it mean for you to be a student heading toward being a doctor of naturopathy? What does that mean to you?
Wow, I just hearing you say that, and I kind of just got this wave of just like security and belonging. I really just feel like I am walking in like Big Papa's footsteps, and that he like laid for me, and this is what I truly feel I'm supposed to do in this lifetime. And so um, it it really I feel like it goes down to our like naturopathic principles of what it means to be a naturopathic doctor. And so there's 6 of these principles. And so the first is to do no harm. The second is to cooperate with the healing power of nature. The third is to address the fundamental cause of disease, so the root cause. The next is to heal the whole person through an individualized treatment, so that there is no one, heal all or diet, that it truly is individualized to what's going on in their life. And then to teach the principles. Doctor, the root word is, the Latin is to teach. And so it's really your patient is coming to you, and I don't know anything about them, but they have to teach me about themselves so that I can teach them, and so that they have those tools so that they can be, I don't want patients for life. I want patients for, a year or two, get them on track, get them whole, and move on. Live your life, go for it, and then teach others.
That's so powerful. And no slam to Western medicine on this show. However, everything you just said, it is set up to have you be patients for life, to be dependent upon synthetics, and that is so not how we were designed. And it's because, the word talks about it, my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Yes.
It's the lack of knowledge. Oh, you can talk about that for a minute?
Yes. That's one of my favorite verses too, that often comes up, and truly that, having the lack of knowledge, actually I do think Western medicine is a beautiful thing. And I just want to say that there is a time and a place, absolutely. And so there's a pyramid of the principles of naturopathic medicine as well. And so the first at the bottom is like diet and exercise, and then it goes up to like healing your like different areas of your life, like socially, and then using like botanical medicine, and then more like simple treatments, and then there's drugs, like Western drugs, pharmaceuticals, and then surgery at the very top. That so it's like all these just I think our lack of knowledge really comes from diet and exercise, the simple pieces that we're missing out on, or just are too lazy or have forgotten, and we just want a simple pill to fix everything. But like the best thing for feeling better in your mood is to get outside and go for a walk, getting 15 minutes of sunlight, drink water so that you have hydration. Even just those things can do so much for your health. And then even things like intermittent fasting, some of these things are starting to be talked about a bit more, but I feel so lucky and blessed to be, somebody to be learning about all of these ways, and that we can help one another, and just get more knowledge out there. I really, I love learning, and I'm so grateful to be here for the next 4 years. And but I appreciate opportunities like this to have knowledge be put out there to the public, and for people to listen to, and that we're never done learning. And so really to keep with our like academics and other sources of knowledge, whether that's through the Bible or through other conventions, or things like that. So
Mariah, this is so exciting because when I said you're my sister, it's the like spirit. I just everything. So, when I think about my show, The Bridge, it's really the gateway to get you from where you are to where you want and need to be. And so you may want to be there, but you may not realize you need to be there. So it's the want and need. It's the two going hand in hand. So let's in the last few minutes give us teach us about something. This won't be your last time on the
Okay.
show here. You take about 3 minutes. Give us some tips. You've already said so many things, but let's just give us a recap. And you can choose kind of where you want to go from it. As we do these shows, throughout the season, I'm going to let you be the teacher. So
Okay.
you got about 3 minutes.
Okay. Sure. Um, I would really say like some top takeaway points would really be, yeah, seriously, number one, diet and exercise, and truly let thy food be thy medicine. Um, a second point, I would say to get connected spiritually, get connected with community, get connected with God, and to really have an area of community that you can not just be in this realm of life, but something for eternity, and that you're not doing these things just for yourself, but you're doing them for God. And then I would also say an important area is possibly like detoxing the body and taking out these toxins. That's just starting from a clean slate, I think is very important, and to just have an open mind about what it is that we may need to repent for, or like transform. Just to have an open heart, open mind about this is going to be kind of a hard and journey at first, potentially, because you're changing things and you're pulling out the old cruddy stuff and putting in the new layers of beauty. So not being afraid to like detox and take out some old habits. And with that community, the second point really helps to have the community. I would also say, I hear a lot about like essential oils as like a simple thing when people hear naturopathic medicine or natural healing, and they can be very beneficial. They're not like our first go-to or anything with naturopathic medicine, but they certainly can help. And I'm glad to see people getting interested in the plants and starting to know, oh, rosemary is good for, mental cognition and clearing brain fog and becoming more alert. So I think, essential oils are an okay place to start, but I guess lastly, I would say just to try a naturopathic doctor and see where like what happens in that visit, and just kind of gauge things from there. And so like with the other points of having community in that, and even just going to your local health food store and see what people say there, see what opportunities are there for some talks perhaps, or just talk to people and start getting more information, have an open heart about it.
Wow, Mariah, you have said so many things, and this was just kind of like an introductory show, but your top list, we're gonna delve into those things, one by one. So if if you have time to teach us, I'm definitely gonna pull on you.
Okay, absolutely. I would love that. It really is heartwarming for me, and I love this. Is exactly what I want to be doing. So. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you so much. No meeting is never an accident. So I thank you for being on the show, for our guests around the world. And we're going to see you again soon. So it's like, see you again, not bye, but see
Yeah,
for now, but see you again soon.
absolutely. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you again, Mariah. And for my guest, it's been a great show. Definitely watch this and rewatch this again. Don't forget to tune back in for the season. We have some great things coming up for you to have total healing. And as you see that there is no distinction, spirit, soul, and body, it goes together. So be looking out for the next show. And until then, have a great day.